Good evening, teacher and dear classmates. On this occasion, I'm going to be talking about organs of speech and their functions. I'm going to start with the lungs. Lungs are spongy respiratory organs inside the rib cage. It is sort of an energy source for airflow, which is the most important requirement for producing speech sounds. Lungs expand and contract as we breathe in and out. The amount of air inside our lungs controls the pressure of the airflow. The larynx and the vocal cords. The larynx, or the voice box as it is also known, is a small box structure in front of the throat where there is a protuberance. It protects the trachea and the vocal folds. The vocal folds are like a pair of lips situated horizontally from front to back. They are joined in the front but can be separated at the back. The opening between them is the glottis, which is considered to be in an open state when the folds are apart, and when the folds are pressed together, the glottis is to be in a closed state. Now, the different positions of the vocal cords. The wider part. At this stage, they do not vibrate and produce sounds called breathed or voiceless sounds. For example, narrow glottis. If the air passes through the glottis, an audible friction is produced. Those sounds are voiceless because there is no vibration in the vocal folds. For instance, the H is a voiceless glottal fricative sound. Tightly closed. Here the vocal folds are pressed together, avoiding the path of air between them, producing a glottal stop. Then we have the touch and nearly touch. The main function of the vocal folds is to vibrate when there is a speech. This occurs when they touch or nearly touch each other. Therefore, vibration of the folds occurs because of the air pressure coming from the lungs, causing a musical note called voice sounds. All vowels and consonant sounds, such as v, z, m, n, are voiced. The articulators. Articulators are to change sounds into intelligible speech. They can be either active or passive. The pharynx lies between the mouth and the foot passage, just above the larynx. Its measurements varies from 7 centimeters long in women and 8 centimeters long in the case of men. The roof of the mouth, considered a crucial speech organ. It is divided into 3 parts. A. The alveolar ridge, which is also known as the teeth ridge. It is situated immediately after the upper front teeth. Alveolar sounds are produced here when touching this convex part of the mouth. Examples of these sounds include t, d. B. A hard palate. The concave part of the roof of the mouth is situated on the middle part of the roof. C. The velum or soft palate. This is the lower part of the roof of the mouth which may be lowered or raised. When it is lowered, the air coming from the lungs goes through the nasal cavity. When it is raised, the nasal cavity is blocked. The sounds touching this area with the back of the tongue are called velar sounds. For example, k, j. The lips. The lips also play a very important role in the matter of articulation. They can be pressed together or brought into contact with the teeth. The consonant sounds which are articulated by touching 2 lips each other are called bilabial sounds. For example, p and b are bilabial sounds in English, whereas the sounds which are produced with lip to teeth contact are called labiodental sounds. In English, there are 2 labiodental sounds. and v. Another important thing about the lips is that they can take different shapes and positions. Therefore, lip rounding is considered as a major criterion for describing vowel sounds. The teeth, very much crucial when it comes to producing different speech sounds as well. The sounds made with the tongue touching the teeth are called dental sounds. For example, d. The tongue, its main function is to produce speech sounds due to its fast movements to different places and capability in assuming different shapes and positions of the tongue, which are especially imperative for the production of vowel sounds. The jaws, considered by many phoneticians as articulators, due to the constant lower jaw movement and the time of speaking, at the time of speaking. Yet, they are not articulators in the same way as the others, due to their incapability of making contact with other articulators by themselves. The nose and the nasal cavity. These two are also considered as speech organs. Sounds produced with the nose are nasal sounds. Examples of these are m, n, n. Okay, this is a basic chart of the phonetical sounds. Okay, and on this next chart, this is a section of the phonetic sound, and here we have the 12 vowels. Okay, I'm going to help you remember how to say these sounds with certain actions. Let's look at the first sound. E as in me. Okay, E as in me. I as in preposition in. U as in U as in look. U as in shoe. E as in number 10. Here we have the famous schwa sound, which is as in then. Okay, this one is as in the word turn. You know, turn around, turn. This one is as in saw. Here we have as in hat. As in the preposition up. As in arm. Arm. And this one is as in the preposition on. Okay, notice that this chart has three sections. Okay, here we have the first section, middle section, and the last section down here. Now, in each section, the mouth plays a really important role. Okay, the mouth changes positions. For example, in the top section, the mouth is quite narrow. Okay, in the middle section, the mouth is a bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger. And the last section here, the mouth is big and round. Big and round. Also, the sounds come from different parts of the mouth. For example, in the first section, the sounds come from the front of the mouth. The front part of the mouth. In the middle section, the sounds come from the middle section. Okay, the hard palate. And the third section, sounds come from the back of the mouth. Okay, now I will go around. Okay, I'm gonna resume. I will go around, and I want you to think about, when you pronounce it, think about what position your mouth has. Okay. For example, for the sound E, as in me, okay, the mouth is narrow, and the sound comes from the front part of the mouth. As in 10, the mouth is half open, and the sound comes from the middle part of the mouth. As in hat, the mouth is narrow, and the sound comes from the front part of the mouth. I'm sorry, from the back part of the mouth. The sound as in the preposition in, the mouth is narrow, and the sound comes from the front part of the mouth. Okay, here, as in up, preposition up, the mouth is open, really open, and the sound comes from the back part of the mouth. Then we have oo, like in look, the mouth is narrow, and the sound comes from the front part of the mouth. Okay, we have here as in turn, the mouth is half open, and the sound comes from the middle part of the mouth. As in arm, the mouth is open, and the sound comes from the back of the mouth. Oo, as in shoe, the mouth is narrow, and the sound comes from the front part of the mouth. As in saw, the mouth is half open, okay, and the sound comes from the middle part of the mouth. Finally, as in the preposition on, the mouth is open, and the sound comes from the back part of the mouth. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.